court could keep millions without the help that they need. 6 o'clock and ABC24 News starts right now.
Right now on ABC24 News at 6, we made it to the 70s today, but a cold front is going to drop us to the 20s and 30s. We'll tell you when the cold air arrives straight ahead.
And another inmate has died at 201 Poplar. What officials claim needs to be done to make that jail safe. Plus, the government shutdown continues to impact millions of people. How a battle in court could keep those people without the help they need. At 6 o'clock, and ABC24 News starts right now. All right, good evening, and thank you for joining us on ABC24 News at 6. I'm Ruben Diaz. It was a beautiful day outside. The sun was shining. It was hot. I was in shorts and a T-shirt, but it's all going to change real soon, and I'm not happy about that. For that, we turn to Chief Meteorologist Trevor Burchett, who's got a sneak peek that you may not want to see about the weather coming. Trevor?
Yeah, Ruben, this cold front is knocking on our doorstep, and we are going to see that blast of cold air arriving sooner rather than later. So now is the time to go ahead and prepare for that. Outside right now, it's not half bad. We made it to the 70s, like I mentioned, but those cooler temperatures are coming in. 66 right now, so still not bad this evening. A mostly clear sky and a calm wind. But again, just like we showed you, that cold front is right on our doorstep, and that's going to be rolling through overnight tonight. That's going to bring in some gustier wind. It's also going to bring in some much colder weather for the next couple of days. Really, it gets here tonight. We're down to the 40s overnight, 45 here in Memphis, 43 in Dyersburg, and 44 in Corinth. Now, the thing is, temperatures don't warm much tomorrow. Your high temperature for Sunday, 49 degrees. It's also going to be a little breezy tomorrow, and of course, that's going to make it feel even colder. So temperatures through the day tomorrow in the 40s, and then it looks like the first freeze of the season is on the way by tomorrow night. We'll talk about exactly how low those temperatures will go and some things you can do to prepare around the house. That's when I see you back here in just a couple of minutes. Ruben.
All right, thanks a lot, Trevor, for that. Happening tonight, we're learning about the death of another person in the care of the Shelby County Sheriff's Department. 41-year-old Christopher Steele died yesterday morning at Regional 1. This is according to a post on X. The sheriff's office claims that Steele had been receiving medical treatment since the 1st of November, but according to his affidavit, Steele was arrested for a simple assault on October the 15th after punching a gas station clerk. Now, in light of the recent deaths at Shelby County Jail, 3 in just 9 days to be exact, Shelby County leaders are voicing their concerns. ABC24's Shakina Davis spoke with them about current conditions inside the jail and what changes they hope to see. Shakina?
Ruben, county leaders say the state of 201 Poplar is troubling and unacceptable, emphasizing that a new facility is urgently needed to properly house inmates. The Shelby County Jail at 201 Poplar is becoming more of an issue as arrests continue to rise following the launch of the Memphis Safe Task Force. This marks at least the 79th death at the jail since 2016. Sheriff Floyd Bonner told ABC24 Tuesday that overcrowding has forced some inmates to sleep on mats in the gym. Shelby County Commissioner Charlie Caswell Jr. says multiple factors, including understaffing, a deteriorating building, and influx of federal arrests, inmates with serious medical conditions have contributed to a growing number of deaths. Caswell says he hopes the state recognizes the urgent need for change and immediate action to improve jail conditions.
This is an issue that we as a community have to understand that it is vital that we address the criminal elements in our community and bring down crime, while at the same time we got to protect those individuals that's going into our system, because many of them are innocent until they are proven guilty.
Along with advice for individuals to prevent being taken into custody. For now, in the studio, I'm Shakina Davis.
All right, thanks, Shakina. Now, the influx of people locked up at 201 Poplar is primarily due to the large number of people being arrested each week. In fact, the most recent data from the U.S. Marshals shows that arrests from the Memphis Safe Task Force operations continue to climb. The latest numbers show 2,285 arrests, with nearly 1,000 of those being warrants that have been executed. That averages out to about 60 arrests a day. Also, about 385 firearms have also been taken up to this point. All right, this comes at a time when other federal agencies are sounding an alarm. Officials are warning that criminals are adopting the same tactics as masked ICE agents, conducting raids and arrests without identifying themselves. In a 3-page law enforcement bulletin from the FBI, the Bureau highlighted 5 incidents from this year when criminals posing as ICE committed kidnappings, attempted rapes, and robberies. The FBI warns that the trust between communities and police will be further eroded if federal agents refuse to identify themselves. After his arrest for drug trafficking and bribery, the head coach for the Memphis Business Academy football team announced he will not attend this year's high school all-star game at Liberty Bowl. Now, on Thursday, Chaz Wiseman released a statement expressing that he did not want to distract from all the hard work the organizers had put into making the event happen. Wiseman was arrested a couple of weeks ago for his role in a drug trafficking and bribery scheme in Mississippi. An indictment alleges he actively provided escort services for illegal narcotics or narcotics proceeds on 1 or more occasions. The one-time Tennessee Speaker of the House, imprisoned on nearly 24 counts after a public corruption trial, is now a free man. President Donald Trump has pardoned Glenn Cassada. Now, Cassada was sentenced to 36 months in federal prison on fraud, money laundering, and conspiracy charges in late September. He resigned as Speaker in 2019 after a no-confidence vote by fellow Republicans. The allegations included revelations that he exchanged sexually explicit text messages about women. However, he remained a state representative until the year 2022. Coming up, the government shutdown stretches into day 39, how a fight over SNAP benefits could leave millions of people without help. Today marks day 39 of the longest government shutdown in the nation's history. Tens of millions of Americans are now feeling that impact, including people who rely on SNAP benefits to put food on the table. You're also talking about federal workers and even people who are trying to hit the airports and travel, right? The U.S. Senate at work today in a rare Saturday session, but as ABC's Melissa Don shows us, Democrats and Republicans not exactly working together.
Today, cancellation chaos at airports all over America because of the government shutdown.
It's just absolutely ludicrous. They have to do something.
Airlines slashed flights at 40 major airports under an emergency FAA order. More than 1,000 flights canceled yesterday, another 1,000 plus today.
The drastic flight cuts were made to relieve pressure at airports because of so many TSA agents and air traffic controllers calling out sick due to this government shutdown.
Cancellations set to more than double to 10% of daily flights next week, possibly 20% as we get closer to Thanksgiving. Today in U.S. Senate, the latest deal to end the shutdown shot down.
The Democrat leader's proposal is a non-starter.
Minority Leader Chuck Schumer proposed a one-year extension subsidies for Obamacare. Otherwise, premiums are set to skyrocket.
We all vote to reopen the government. We all approve a one-time temporary extension of current ACA premium tax credits, and then after we reopen, we'll negotiate.
President Trump today proposed sending Affordable Care Act government subsidies directly to consumers, an idea echoed in the Senate today.
Republicans welcome the debate about having taxpayer money go directly to the American people versus this cozy relationship that Chuck Schumer wants to have with the insurance company.
And the fate of federal food assistance still in limbo today. Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown last night pausing a lower court order for SNAP to be fully funded immediately. The pause giving the Trump administration more time to appeal the funding order. More than 42 million Americans rely on SNAP. 75-year-old Diane Howard from Cleveland, Ohio, gets $63 a month.
Open up the government so seniors like me and others and people that have children can eat.
Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
As the ongoing shutdown creates more hardships for people in the Mid-South, churches across the area are helping their neighbors by making sure basic needs are met. This was the scene today at Mount Vernon Baptist Church as hundreds of people and cars in Westwood lined up for food and water. Senior Pastor Melvin Watkins believes this is a chance to help ease the burdens of their neighbors.
To try to be a blessing to our community, especially in light of all of the things that are taking place in our society today, the cutback of benefits and all of the financial struggles and strains that our people face on a daily basis.
All right, and there is more help coming from Memphis families who need a little extra help putting food on the table. Memphis Shelby County Schools and the Mid-South Food Bank, they're teaming up to bring a mobile food pantry to Raleigh Egypt's high school. Now, it's going to be happening on Monday, November the 17th at 9:30 in the morning. This is going to be a drive-through style, so just bring an ID or a bill with your Shelby County address on it. Food boxes will be handed out while those supplies do last. It's all part of a bigger push to get real help to families who need it fast. Of course, we'll keep you updated and posted on more ways that the community is stepping up. At ABC24, we're committed to seeking solutions here in the Mid-South. So if there's a problem in your neighborhood that you'd like for us to look into, just text the word solutions and your concerns, the number you see on your screen. It's 901-321-7520. We'll be back right after this quick break.
Well, it might be hard to believe, as warm as it was today, that we have a big-time blast of cold air coming in. We actually made it to the 70s this afternoon. I really hope you were able to enjoy that, because that is going to change. That big cold front gets here tonight, and we will be much colder tomorrow. And it looks like temperatures actually drop to the 20s and 30s by tomorrow night. That's right, the first freeze of the season. Temperature's still not bad. We haven't seen that cold front get here just yet, so we're still in the 60s. It's 66 in Memphis right now, 65 in Forest City, 63 in Corinth and Holly Springs. It's 61 in Dyersburg. Radar nice and clear right now. I expect it to stay that way. This cold front isn't really going to bring us much of a rain chance, but it is going to bring in that colder air. And you see, as of 6 o'clock, that front is right there in Arkansas. So that colder air is knocking on our doorstep. And behind that, a much colder air mass moving in behind the front. We're really going to feel that tomorrow. Probably even more so on Monday. Look at these temperatures over the next 12 hours or so. Again, 60s for right now, but once that front hits us, we are going to really see temperatures tank overnight down into the 40s by early tomorrow morning. So we are going to be getting colder tonight. Again, the low about 45 in Memphis. There could be a sprinkle as the front passes, but again, most of us dry, and it does get a little breezy once that front gets to us. That's going to continue tomorrow. Winds out of the northwest, 15 to 20 miles an hour. It's also going to be cloudy tomorrow. So we are cloudy, cold, and windy. It's just going to make for kind of a blustery day on Sunday. Temperatures tomorrow barely get out of the 40s. I actually don't expect that they will. We only top out around 49. Again, maybe a sprinkle tomorrow, but most areas are just going to be dry and cold. Again, winds pick up behind the front, so we're going to see gusts as high as 25 to 30 miles an hour. So, of course, tomorrow that's going to make things feel even colder. That's also going to help us get colder tomorrow night into Monday morning. So these are your low temperatures as you're waking up on Monday, getting out the door, getting the kids on the school bus. 30 in Memphis. Other spots in the 20s. We dropped to 25 in Corinth Monday morning, 28 in Dyersburg and in Forest City. So this is likely going to be our first freeze of the season. For many of us, it's going to be a hard freeze where we get all the way down into the 20s. So take some time this evening, disconnect your outdoor hoses, cover up those faucets that you have outside too with those styrofoam covers. Check your heat. You probably want to go ahead and flip it on tonight. Check your furnace filter as well. And out in your car, you want to fill up that antifreeze and also be ready to inspect your tires because, of course, that tire pressure goes down when the temperatures drop. 49 the high tomorrow. We are cold, breezy, and cloudy for Sunday. Freeze likely Sunday night and Monday morning, and then Monday even colder. We will see the sunshine return Monday, but only 44 degrees. We'll have another freeze Monday night, but temperatures do start to climb back by the middle of next week. It's actually a kind of a quick cold snap, 40s and 50s through Tuesday, but then we're back to the 60s and 70s for the second half of the week. But definitely prepare here for the next couple of days. It is going to be cold. It's going to get cold quick. 49 the high tomorrow, cloudy, cold, and breezy. And a freeze likely tomorrow night, down into the 20s and 30s as you're waking up Monday morning. 44 the high on Monday, and another freeze Monday night into Tuesday morning. We will be sunny through next week, and we look to be dry as well. I don't have any major rain chances in play here for the next 7 days. And that sunshine, a little bit of a warm southerly breeze is going to help those temperatures to pick back up. 56 Tuesday, 60s on Wednesday. Looks like 70s for Thursday, Friday, and into next weekend. We'll see you back here after this.
A father of a Bolton High School football player who died nearly 4 months ago from a heat stroke is fighting for answers from Memphis Shelby County schools. He tells us the pain of losing his 16-year-old son, Joshua Henderson, hasn't faded one bit. ABC24's Desmond Nugent spoke exclusively with the father about how he continues to celebrate his son's memory while demanding transparency from the district.
From football cleats, a helmet, even family photos, Joshua Henderson's father, Eddie, continues to keep his son's legacy alive in front of the MSCS administration building. His biggest issue with the district, a lack of transparency.
I never heard an apology from them. Not one apology.
It's a pain Eddie Henderson thought he'd never go through as a parent, losing a child.
My son never made it off that field, and all he wanted was a break, and they couldn't give it to him because they so worried about their football season.
Back in July, Eddie's firstborn, Joshua, collapsed during football practice at Bolton High School. Joshua spent 19 days fighting for his life at Le Bonheur. A family member says that at one point, his fever spiked to 108 degrees. They claim Joshua died from organ failure caused by severe heat stroke.
I've heard people say, man, it couldn't have been me or something like that, but I don't think they wanted to be them because this is a horrible club to be in. To been the lost a child, the way we lost our child.
Eddie says since his son's death, his biggest issue with Memphis Shelby County School District providing no just cause so their family can begin the healing process.
Not knowing, it's the worst. I just want to be able to just move forward because I never forget my son, and it's just some kind of comfort in knowing what happened. And that's all I want. That's all I've been trying to get.
Eddie tells me he's going to keep showing up at the district administration building with memories of who he considers his best friend.
I think about him all day. And I just want some transparency. That's the word. I want transparency, that's all. Just to know what happened to our son.
Eddie tells me during senior night, Bolton High School paid tribute to his son despite their request to not do so. MSCS officials released a statement expressing condolences following Joshua's death back in July, but have not made any further comment. In the studio, I'm Desmond Nugent, ABC24 News.
All right, you're taking a live look outside right now at the beautiful M Bridge as it's lit up right now. We will be right back with another final check of your forecast right after this.
We made it to the 70s today, but we won't see those for a while. We dropped to 45 tonight as a cold front clears out, and it is going to keep us cold for the next few days. 49, the high temperature tomorrow. We will be mostly dry. Can't rule out a sprinkle or two, but I think most of us are going to be on the dry side tomorrow. Cloudy, cold, and breezy, though. High of 49. Wind chill's even colder than that, though. It does look like the first freeze of the season is going to come in Sunday night into Monday morning. Lows in the 20s and 30s as you're waking up on Monday. High temperature only 44 on Monday, I should say, with some sunshine, and then another freeze Monday night. We will stay sunny through the week, but it is going to warm up pretty quickly. 56 Tuesday, 60s and 70s for the second half of the week. Rain chances pretty low for the next 7 days.
Time to buy those hot hands.
Yes, get them ready. Dig them out of the closet. Find them. And flip that heat on tonight.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you, Trevor. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you back here at 10 o'clock. Yeah.
Continue with us and watch free now on the 24 Plus app everywhere you stream.